Jim, can you just give us your take on that 90 minutes?
Overall, pleased with the fact that we're through and into the next round. I thought the first half we were very good. I thought we had a lot of control in the game, played the majority of it in Peterhead's territory. Disappointed only to go in the goal in front at half time. Louis Moult's unlucky, but great through ball, and I thought he was just going to dink the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, the keeper's made a good save. We had another half chance after that, but at 1-0, Peterhead are always in the game, and I thought, credit to them, second half, they started the second half quite brightly, and that opening 15-minute period, we didn't get on the ball enough. We lacked a bit of composure at times, and we just kept turning over possession, and I think that 15-minute spell gave Peterhead a bit of a lift. We made some changes just to freshen things up, get a bit more energy out there on the pitch, and the boys that went on actually made a difference, and thankfully we were able to get that second goal and just kill the game off.
It was Glenn Middleton that opened the scoring. It's his first goal since Arbroath. I know he's been chipping in with a few assists, but it feels like that's come at a good time for him on a personal note.
Yeah, Glenn's got real quality in those dead ball situations. He disguised the fact that he was going to have the shot. The keeper was expecting the cross to come in. The keeper's took a step to his left, and Glenn has done him at the near post. So, really good strike, really good movement on the ball, and not a great deal the goalkeeper can do about it. The only kind of disappointment for me is that we hadn't been able to score more goals. That's probably the only thing the only gripe that we could probably have. But, this is a no-win situation for us, really, when you're coming to venues like this against teams in lower leagues in the Cup. You're expected to win. It's as simple as that, and I think the players deserve a lot of credit for the professionalism. It's been a long day. We left Dundee around about midday and travelled up to Aberdeen, and in fairness to the club, we've done things properly. We very professional in our approach to it. We gave Peterhead all the respect that they deserve, prepared for the game like we would any other league fixture, and as I said, would have liked another 2 or 3 goals given the chances and the good areas that we got into, but another clean sheet, and we'll see what the draw brings in the next round.
In terms of the performance itself, you must be quite pleased that we've managed to keep the patterns of play that we work on consistent as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't really matter in terms of the personnel and the changes that we make. In terms of selection, it shouldn't really matter. The players who are going in should have a clear understanding of what that message is and what it looks like. We work on it time and time again in training, and I'm just really pleased for those players who have been waiting very patiently to get some game time. I thought Ross Graham was outstanding tonight. I thought he was really, really good against a very good, experienced striker. In McAllister, himself and Holt were excellent. I think it's a professional performance is what I would probably describe it as.
Another big part of games like this is coming through with no significant injuries.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, we're carrying a few little niggles at the moment. Gallagher, Meekison, Cudjoe, all missed out tonight, unfortunately. Nothing serious between the three of them, but we felt that with the significance and the importance of next weekend's fixture, it wasn't worth taking the risk with any of them tonight. And thankfully, that paid off and we got away with it because we've managed to win the game. But yeah, it'll be good to get those 3 back, hopefully into the squad for next weekend, and gives us more options for the starting 11 and for the bench.
You mentioned the magnitude of that game against Partick Thistle. It's kind of like going from one end of the scale to the other, but you must be targeting getting through the first quarter unbeaten, and that would be a really good way to kick off the league.
That was kind of the target that we set ourselves away back before a league fixture had taken place. How long can we maintain an unbeaten run? And some teams go 3 and 4 games, some teams go 6 or 7. In all competitions now, that's us 12 games unbeaten. We're in a really good place right now. There's a lot of momentum behind us. There's a real sense of belief within the group. No matter what happens, whether we find ourselves going a goal behind, we don't give up, and we've shown that in recent games. Against Wraith Rovers, obviously last weekend, up in Inverness, down to 10 men for half an hour. That willingness and desire to keep going right to the end to get the winner. So the players have been excellent, but the hardest part is the consistency and to maintain the high standards that have been set. And I still think there's more to come from the group. I still think we can improve. At the top end in the final third, I still think our decision making and sharpness on the ball can get better, and I think that will with time. But yeah, I'm pleased for the players, pleased for the staff, and of course very, very pleased for those fans who have, you know, made a hell of a trip up to Peterhead at, you know, 5:30 on a Saturday evening. You know, I'm glad that their commitment and their effort has paid off.